What way? In the office or in the marketplace?
Both ways. I mean, you can kind of go either way. I mean, mainly the marketing and sales is where I want to be at, though, for opportunity.
Okay.
Numbers is always a possibility to change.
Okay. What else?
Provide for a family.
Provide for a family. So, and that comes down to what?
Stability, hard work.
Provide for a family comes down to what?
Money.
Yeah.
Lifestyle.
What else?
You have to be happy with your job.
Yep. Be satisfied.
Yeah.
Working money.
And what would make somebody satisfied with their work?
Comfortability. Comfortability in a way.
Being comfortable. How do you be comfortable?
More or less keep a positive attitude, great outlook on things.
Would you guys agree with me that a proper environment and a proper structure of where you work
Most definitely.
would provide
System.
that? What's that? Who said
System.
that? System. God, didn't I just go over that today, you guys? Yes or no,
All
Sean?
the time.
So a system. A system for what?
Just to make money. Be
Okay.
successful.
What else? In a system for you guys to do your job as a customer service rep, what kind of system do you need for that to be successful? Do you need a phone line that works?
Yep.
Do you need a computer line that works? Do you need other people that kind of know what they're doing?
Communication.
You need to know what to say, when to say, and how to say it,
Yeah, coach.
right?
Coaching.
Coaching. Well, that's kind of my nickname. Okay, what else do you need? Then you need what? A structure. And no matter how much you might like the current job, how many of you would like to see advancement opportunities? Raise your hands, please. So you guys would say growth and advancement is big?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Anything else that you guys are looking for? Opportunity. That comes with advancement, but I'll put it here. What else? George, what else? I like your tie, by the way.
Thank you.
Every one of you guys, color coordinated and everything with the ties. I love it. What else, George? You've owned your own business. What kind of systems or anything else has to be in place to make the people that work for you happy?
That's where you're spending.
You have to be able to provide the vehicle for them to be able to use that vehicle to.
Respect.
Hmm?
Respect with each other.
I was waiting for that one. That's actually, for me, comes up at the very top.
Non-micromanagement, but accountability.
Exactly. Tell them exactly how they need to do their job, the way that it's designed to help them do what? Succeed. And then once they know what they need to do, you have every right in the world to hold them what? Accountable to do it. And come back and go. No, I'm just pointing you out, George, because you're looking up here. George, what happened to it? What happened to the steps, baby? Where'd it go? You see what I'm saying? A lot of companies don't provide that. They're hoping that they'll hire you and you kind of hopefully figure out where you
Figure it out
stick.
on your own.
Let me ask you something. If we have a vision for this company to operate in all states that are deregulated on both sides of the fence, gas and electric, do you think that for us to do that and bring people on board, that we have to have all this stuff in place?
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't it benefit us? Because the last thing we want to do is do what I'm doing right now every single day, 365 days a year, just to keep our numbers up. That is what they call counterproductive. Right?
Correct.
Put a structure and systems in place, find the right people that want to plug into it and do well for themselves, and then show them how they can advance up the ranks. Does that make sense? Because in both of these right here, in the business to consumer and the business to business, there's not only reps, write this down, there's also team leaders that help them. There are also group leaders that help the team leaders. There's also branch managers that are on top of everything. And as we grow, isn't it going to make sense to have people like me that can go into 10 or 15 offices and help all these branch managers? That would be what, Remy? Regional? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you need to be able to duplicate yourself.
Well, the opportunity is there, is what I'm saying. You guys are looking at this with two divisions that we're hiring for, and everybody said advancement and opportunity. My goal through this, and I know I'll succeed it, is to put check marks on everything that you guys said you're looking for here. And it's real easy with what we have. I can put a check mark on it right now and know in the bottom of my heart that we can provide it. But I want you guys to see it. Does that make sense? Right? So you start out at this right here. It's completely up to you how fast you want to move. Does that make sense? And your income goes up accordingly. What can a rep make here on a weekly basis, Remy? By the way, you guys, Remy is one of our managers right here. Remy, tell them what an average guy and girl lady makes here in the field. Goes through the system, knows everything, applies
$60
himself.
an hour.
$60 an hour. Write that down. How many hours you work per week? That's going to be kind of up to you. We have a standard that you can follow, but nothing stops you from doing more. Okay? A team leader. We just figured this out on the board the other day, did we not, Sean? And every one of the managers that were sitting here hadn't even figured it out, did they?
Mm-hmm.
What does a decent team leader with a decent team make per year?
83.
$83,000 a year. How many people in this room have ever made that kind of money? A couple. And if you made it, you want to get back to making it as soon as possible, correct?
Oh, yeah.
And then a group leader, well, a group leader can go through and can actually, make 100 plus a year. Branch managers can probably be somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 plus a year, and regional a lot more than that. And all these numbers are doable based on the system and the structure that you have, the environment that you have for people, the support that you provide. All of the above is exactly what we're providing here. Does that make sense? Now, based on what I've just presented to you guys, besides the respect thing, because we haven't talked about that a little bit, but if you guys ever feel that you're not respected, I want to know about it. Okay? Because like I said, you guys came out of your comfort zone to be here, so I have enormous respect for you to do that as the first step. Okay? So as this goes through, and the deregulation keeps going state by state, and then they advance into the electric side of things, do you think that this type of approach is going to be stable in the field, yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you think that if you're making this type of money that it provides you a decent lifestyle?
Oh, yes.
Of course.
Right? Do you see an opportunity to be competitive?
Yeah, most definitely.
Right? If you're going out into the field just as a rep, you're talking to people about what? Spend more here or spend less with us, correct?
Yes.
Is there competition there?
Yes.
You guys obviously see the money?
Yes.
Right? What about being satisfied?
Once you get that check.
Right,
Yeah.
depending on whatever level you're at. There's people in here that just see themselves here. That's okay. I know being in direct sales for 30 years, I know people right now in other states that are making $70,000, $80,000 a year, been doing it a while. They love what they do. Everybody leaves them alone. You know what I'm saying? They're satisfied with it. But then there's other people that want this. Right? They want to advance themselves a little bit. So wherever you see yourself is doable. There's people sitting in this room right now that a few months ago were sitting there. Correct?
Yeah.
It's all up to you. The system is there. So do you think that if you were doing something like that for you personally, you'd be satisfied?
Oh, yeah.
Would you be comfortable?
Yes.
Do you see, just based on what we're doing here, that there's a system in place for you to plug into?
Yeah.
Okay? Do you see a structure in place?
Yeah.
When you guys walked in today, because we're trying a couple of different things out, how did you guys feel about the way that you were greeted when you walked in today? Did you feel that we were showing respect to you?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Did it feel a little uplifting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even 10 seconds, I got my handshake by 5 people.
So that's important to
Great
you?
atmosphere, yes.
Okay. How about advancement and opportunity here for you
Oh,
guys?
yes.
Do you guys see that for you? Yes or no?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. So do you think, based on your answers of what you were looking for a job, for an opportunity, that we answered some of those questions for you right here?
Yes.
Most definitely.
Well, listen, the next step is for us to sit down with some of you that want to ask the questions that you don't want to ask in front of George and Kyle and everybody else. Okay? For those of you that see an opportunity for yourself here, sit tight and we will get to you. There's 8 or 9 of us here to do one-on-ones. We will have one-on-ones with you, get some of your questions answered. While you're waiting for us to talk to you, do me a favor right now and start formulating questions that you want to ask. Because if you're really serious, that's what we want, looking for serious-minded people. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you're really serious, make sure that you have it, because we can't go into your brain and pull it out. That makes sense, yes or no?
Yes.
All right, so take a few minutes on it. If this is not for you, it's okay. God bless. I hope you find what you're looking for. Thanks for coming today, okay?
Thank
So
you
I
very much.
need to get you guys some paperwork.
They already have paper. Yeah.
Everybody filled out one of these?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.